How are things in New York?
Oh, just trying to get back to normal. Just trying to get back to normal. And where are you at this time?
I'm in Atlanta.
Okay. Okay. So, what difference between Atlanta and New York? And to the folks, I think we are live on Facebook, but we're just talking and encourage everyone to tune in to hear more about the Black International Ambassador Pageant. My first
Yeah.
time here, when I first heard about it, I was trying to figure it out. Like, what does this mean?
Yeah. So to go back to your first question about how are things in Atlanta versus New York, I think that we share the same similarities of wanting to get back to a sense of normalcy. I don't know if normal is a something that will ever happen. To be honest, I think that the new
Mm,
normal, I thought about this the other day. I was grocery shopping, and I was like, "Am I ever going to grocery shop without this mask?" I don't see it happening anytime soon.
it don't even make it seems interesting to even dress up sometimes. You feel like it's robbing you of something.
Yeah, I
But
got dressed up. My daughter walked in and she said, "Where are you going?" It's like,
stay home.
I was like,
Home.
upstairs to my office. She's like, okay. So I
I
think
say
that
I'm dressed up to go home.
right. The legging industry definitely made a killing. Legging
Mm-hmm.
and athleisure wear.
Mm-hmm.
I bought more leggings this year than I probably have bought in the last 10 years. Um, yeah.
Well, we definitely gonna go live tonight and tell them, because I know I see folks tuning in already, so we're gonna check out.
Hello.
Yes, so they're ready. Somebody's ready to hear what we have to talk about. And we're definitely going to tell them something that they probably never heard about because it's new to many people.
Well, good. And I'm excited. And I thank you for inviting not only myself, but one of our queens on as well, our country queens. So I'm excited to share more and
Legging and
enlighten people.
athleisure wear. I bought and I have to just ready. Change something ready here. To hear what we have
Okay.
to talk. Okay, because we wasn't public about. Now we're public. And we're definitely gonna. Yeah, so we're live on Facebook now. Okay. And I don't know if you could see it on your Facebook page. If you could,
Let me check and see. Hold on.
maybe on my page and have to share it.
Let me open up my
Mm-hmm.
another browser and so I can share with people. Let me just use my phone. It's just so much easier.
Yeah, so folks, we're here. We're coming at you, and we're going to be telling you more in a few minutes. So thank you for tuning in, and feel free to let us know if you can hear us. And this is a whole different setup. Okay, there goes Tameesha.
Hey guys.
Good.
Hello.
Oh, the queen is in the house.
Maybe I should lose the crown.
No, keep the crown, girl.
The
Who moved?
crown.
Who take off their crown today? Nobody.
Nobody. I'm wearing my invisible crown.
That's right. Nobody removed their crown, so you
That's a
keep your
nice
crown out.
Patrice. Don't you hear it? Nice.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, you took your braids out.
I did. They're going back in.
And I'm here fussing about mine, wanting to take it out.
I need to
Um,
put some in. I really want some braids in.
I love
Yeah.
being a black woman. The ability to change my hair every.
Somebody's ready to hear what we have
Okay.
to talk.
Well, let me turn
Yeah.
this to
So, all right. So we're here. And to everyone who tuned in on social media, we thank you so much. We are going to be talking to you. You're going to hear so much tonight about this pageant that many don't know about. And I don't know, somebody's going to tell us, do we have to be an ambassador to enter into this race? Come somewhat, Tameesha, come maybe to your right a little. Okay.
Okay, this way.
Yes. Okay, you're there. Okay, well, you're set. All
Tameesha,
right. So
where are you? At home?
Mm-hmm.
In the VI?
No, in Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, you like my backdrop? Yeah, I was like, that
Okay.
reminds me so much of home. Besides the whale part. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we know we have a thing here now with Facebook, social media, the way they do things now. So they want you to always go live on Facebook. If not, I think they get up. There's something going on with Facebook now that we have to pay attention to what they're doing to us. But I am definitely paying attention. But good evening, Patrice. Good evening, Tameesha.
Hi.
Welcome to the Avril show.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, yes. And tonight, I'm going to allow Patrice to open and introduce herself and let the listeners know more about what we are talking about tonight.
Absolutely. So, hello, listeners and Facebook fam. I am Patrice Harrison. I'm the CEO and founder of Miss Black International Ambassador. We are an international pageant for Black women globally. We have women all the way from age 14 to 60. And we empower our communities and Black women around the world to be agents of change.
Tameesha?
Hi, good evening, everyone that's tuning in on the Avril show. I am Tameesha Leipert, the reigning Miss Black Virgin Islands International Ambassador 2021. Many may know me as the name Caribbean Queen for being a 7-time consecutive winner singing Calypso, performing throughout the US, throughout the Caribbean. But I'm so excited when I tell you to be a part of this organization. IMBA is an awesome organization that every and any woman of color should want to join. So the competition is taking place in June in the Bahamas. I'm sure Miss Patrice will also be able to share a little bit more about that. But listen, guys, this is one show you'll have to tune in to see.
Wow. Patrice, I mean, looking at me, I start getting excited already. Like maybe I got to watch what I eat. I got to hit the gym. I got to do something. But I know I'm not ready for 2021. So tell me, what make you come about with the word ambassador?
Yes.
You know, what make you come about with that?
So about 9 years ago, I was sitting in my office, just working on some things. I had been involved in the world of pageantry for a while, and I just didn't see what I was looking for. I said I was actually done. I was a new mom and a new wife, and I was like, I'm just going to be a mom and a wife and go to work every day. But that was not my calling. I just sat there. I was like, gosh, I have this something that's in my spirit that's saying you need to start this new system. And so I really thought about when I think of Black women, I think about us being able to change the world and to be able to go out and change our communities. The first word that came to me was the word ambassador. Ambassador is a representation of a community or a particular region or a particular country. You have goodwill ambassadors, ambassadors to the U.S., ambassadors to the UN, and these are representations. These are beacons of hope. And so when I thought about Black women, we've always been a representation. We've always been a beacon of hope. So therefore, it only made sense to have a pageant. And at that time, it was just a U.S.-based pageant. So it was Miss Black U.S. Ambassador. And I remember going a few years back prior to even starting the pageant, I was in Africa and I was standing in the ocean. And I can remember God telling me that, he was going to expand my territory and put us before nations. I was like, yeah, okay. Uh-huh. And then all of a sudden, fast forward 4 or 5 years, and we took our first trip to the Bahamas to empower a group of young women. And I was standing in the ocean in the Bahamas, and that same word was given to me 5 years later. And I kept telling my team, guess what, guys, we're going to go international one year. And they're like, we're only on year one. And I was like, yeah, we're going to do it, though. They're like, okay, Patrice, you dream big. And I do. I'm a big believer of dreaming bigger. I have God-sized dreams. And so 8 years ago, when we were standing in the ocean, now we are at the point now that we are an international conglomerate. We are the largest grassroots pageant for Black women globally. And I'm just so proud of the work that we've been able to do. We are beacons of hope for Black women around the world. We're focusing on our issues. We march in Selma. We talk about civil rights. We talk about issues that are plaguing women in different countries because Black women have been divided for way too long. And so it's time for us to kind of build that bridge and decide how are we more alike than we are apart. And I'm trying to dismantle the myth that Black women can't work together. We can't build together. And I'm telling you right now that if it's so powerful to know that we're going to have so many amazing Black women together that can work together, collaborate together, build together, and start tearing down those walls that we built up. So that's what makes us different. That's what keeps me up in the middle of the night. That's what drives me to walk in my passion, because I'm tired of the myth that we can't do what Asian Americans do or Hispanics can do. We absolutely can. We can build, we can grow, we can stick together, and we can prove people wrong. That we have always been that beacon of hope. We are the ones that built America, and we are the ones that built civilization. And so it's about time that we take that rightful place.
Absolutely. So how many years have this pageant been going on?
8 years. We are 8 years old this month. So 8 years ago.
So we're celebrating birthday.
Yes, we are.
Celebrating a birthday, and 8 is all about new beginnings. So this is a pivotal moment for us as an organization.
So, Tameesha, is this your first time competing?
No, this is not my first time competing in a pageant. Matter of fact, I can't even tell you what number.
No, I mean the pageant for this pageant that we're talking about.
This is my very first time competing for this particular pageant. Matter of fact, like Patrice mentioned, this is the first time they're going to have the international ambassador competition. So I'm more than elated to be a part of the first go around. So after this year's competition, more than likely I'll be there to support another Miss Virgin Islands to continue the legacy of competing in this pageant as well.
And this is our first year that we've had a Ms. division. We've always been just a Miss and a teen division, but I realized we were missing a whole demographic of Black women, where we were just limiting ourselves to teens and Miss. And so my goal was to make sure that we had women that represented the age demographic. You know, they're in their career, or they're a single mom, or they're a married woman. You know, those are demographics that matter in our community. And so we added those two divisions to make sure we were touching those communities.
So it's 4 categories, Avril.
And what are the 4 categories?
Divisions. 4 different divisions, I should say.
Yes. And what? Okay, break it down.
So our teen division is 14 to 18. Our Miss division is 19 to 29. Our Ms. division is 25 if you have children, all the way to 40, or 30 and above if you don't have children. And then our Mrs. division, our married division, is age 25 to 60.
You mean there's a space in there
for you?
Yes. Come on.
Yes.
Finally. Gloria Bent. Thank you, Gloria Bent. Yes, Gloria. There is space in there for us, Gloria. We will compete. And Gloria Bent is a dietitian, so I guess I have to lean on her to help me to say eat right, eat portion control.
You know, that's a big thing that we focus on. Our program is actually, our pageant is a program of a larger nonprofit called Ambassadors of Change Incorporated. And one of the biggest focuses for Ambassadors of Change is health and wellness. It's one of our 4 pillars. And so with that being said, you know, we love to hear from dietitians. We'd love to talk about Black women and health. Matter of fact, this week is National Maternal Health for Black women, focusing on Black women and maternal health. And that's actually our Teen Queens platform. She's very passionate, a teenager, very passionate about Black women and maternal health, and making sure that we have what we need, you know, during our pregnancy and post and pre.
Well, you know, and Alston said, "Can I be a judge? Are you looking for judges?"
Unfortunately, you know, also when we are finished with our judging, we have selected our star-studded and amazing panel of judges. So no, unfortunately, but
he's late. He's just a little late.
Yeah, just a little bit late. But you can always come and join us in the Bahamas.
Oh yeah,
that's right. So Gloria Bent, as you heard, you might have to be my dietitian. So Avtel is here to tell you I'm ready to eat right. You know, I just love this because, for one, as you know, most pageant shows, when you go there, everybody's a size 1 and 2. And so fabulous woman, we feel so left out. And the older crowd, you figure, okay, after a certain age, there's no room for you on the walkway. But what you're saying here, as long as you could walk it and stride it and you fit the category, you can be a part of that. So I got to get it together for 2022.
Well, the vision more so with this pageant is, like she mentioned, we're change agents. So we want you to be an ambassador in your own right. So it's not just about you being of age or you being able to strut on stage. We want to see what you can do as an ambassador for this organization.
You shouldn't be running, Tameesha. You should just be one of the spokesperson people. And that's what you're going to be, I think, after this. You might be just
Well, like
the one
I
out
said,
there.
even after this year's competition, I will continue to stand behind MBIA.
That's right. And Patrice, we have to work hard to get sponsorship. We have to work hard to get people on board. And I know I am with you. And it's just good when we see women coming together to make things happen and standing with each other, uniting to make a difference. Yes, Gloria Ben say healthy ambassador. That's what she's going. Yeah, that's a dietitian talking. Yes. And that is good.
Your wealth is your health. I mean, but I want to touch on something that you said, is that finding that space, right? Because when you do get to a certain age, I mean, this is a daily struggle with me. I had posted a picture yesterday online, or maybe this morning. I don't even know at this point what day it is. But I posted this picture online and I was like, I want that body back. This was pre-husband, pre-kid, pre-40. It was in my 20s. I was like, ooh, can I have you? Mm-hmm. I was like little and skinny, and I was like, ooh, can I have that back? But then I thought about something. I was like, gosh, I love the space that I'm in now. And to be celebrated with, as Black women, we have curves. We are curvy. We are, some of us might be small and skinny. That's fine. But what makes us so different is that we come in different hues. We come in different shapes and sizes. And that's what we should be celebrating. And of course, we want to focus on the health and wellness piece, but health and wellness doesn't mean that you have to be a size 0 or 2. That might be unhealthy for you. Health and wellness could be that you can be a size 14 and you have a healthy BMI. Like, this depends, because for us, our makeup and our DNA and our body is so different.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Absolutely. And a lot of people don't understand that. Everybody try to tell you, you should be a size 10, you should be a size 9, try to get down to this, try to get down to that. Instead of finding out more about your BMI, they don't understand that part. Everybody just talk about weight loss, fat, and that's what we have to. So Gloria Bent, we depend on you. Yes, the Bahamas might be your next vacation spot. And what make you choose the Bahamas at this time for this pageant?
So, as I said a little earlier before, is that we have had a long-standing relationship with the Bahamas. I started there with the Consul General Randy Roll, who was the Consul General for Atlanta a few years ago. We started working with him on a project, and we made a trip over there with our first Queen, Jasmine, and we just had the most amazing time. We were speaking to girls groups, and we just fell in love with the island, and the people fell in love with us. I have people there that I call them my mamas in the Bahamas. They are the most amazing women. They take great care of me when I come visit. And so I've made multiple trips back and forth. We adopted a nursing home there, and I have a healthcare background, so I would bring tons of, medical supplies and diapers and checks and things like that for the elderly. And so we just built this amazing relationship. And so when COVID kind of ruined our cruise plans, because we originally had planned to go on this amazing cruise and visit the Bahamas and other countries, but nobody's cruising right now, except that we'll open back up in June. But point being, we were like, well, let's just take it home. Let's take it to our second home. So we decided to make a trip and make this a Bahamas vacation, and the girls get to enjoy the beautiful island of the Bahamas and the food and the culture.
The food after the competition, because if you even put on 1 pound after, thank God the competition is over.
Rice, right?
You can't run away from that oxtail though.
Cakes and conch. Yeah, I don't like conch, but yeah.
I heard about the conch soup, the conch fritters, everything conch is over there. So I say, hey, I just want to go
second home.
Thank you
Yeah, I
so much,
love Miss
Lena, in
Jersey.
Canada. Yes, Lena, you can run for this competition. I could see you on the stage. Leaving
Mhm.
Canada. So where is the woman literally comes from? Is the woman around the world? Or is there a specific areas that you cover for this pageant?
So we accept women from all around the world. I think that I saw someone, Tameesha asked, where can I get information and applications? So on our website, the MBIApageant.com, there is an apply button. And so it breaks down all the categories, but you can be from anywhere around the world. COVID really kind of hit hard on this year where we've had, some of our girls who are from different countries not be able to leave their countries due to restrictions. However, we do still have amazing women coming from Nigeria. We have a Miss Jamaica that just came on board. We have a Miss England. We have, and people always think, okay, well, the VI, yes, it's a country, but slightly it's a territory. It's a territory, people. And so, but we do have, the Virgin Islands, and we have women from Cameroon. We have a Miss Cameroon. We have a Miss Australia. We have a Miss China.
Yes.
And we have a Miss Trinidad and Tobago. And then we have women from all over the U.S. that represent their different states and regions of the U.S. So you have, Miss Southern States, Miss Midwest. And then, normal states of like Miss New York. And so there's women all over that will be ascending to the Bahamas.
Wow, this is awesome. When where can you get more information on application? Okay, I know you just answered it, Patrice. And Tameesha, are you saying that you're getting ready to compete? Because if not, I'm going to drop out. Sometimes these women discourage me, man. When you see them walk, Tameesha, you performed for me a few years at the event here in New York, and I also see you walk in your heels, and I had to step back because I know if I have to put those heels on, I put them on while I'm sitting down.
But yes, I am getting prepared for this year's competition. It's just like any other, but what makes this one different is because my platform, which is called Well Preserved, Upholding Culture and Traditions in Our Generation. So it's allowed me to be able to tap into what I've already been doing for years, but then to map it out on a larger scale. Because not only do I want to showcase how I preserve culture and traditions in the U.S. Virgin Islands, but also how I can be able to showcase that worldwide. Because we all have our own unique culture. We have our own unique tradition, but it's all about how we keep it alive. And that's what I want to make sure that within this pageant, I'm able to do so.
Well, good evening, Amelia. Patrice, Amelia, I could see your daughter walking in this pageant. I'm getting women all worked up now. We were sitting down for so long. There's so many fashion shows, but this is huge. I just love the word ambassador.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It makes me just feel like I'm ready. So I'm going to put my body back up on Facebook as just a Patrice that I want back. And I know many's not going to like the look of it, but I'm just talking about the body now. Don't watch the outfit, So I'm telling you, it's just good. It's just good because at first when I heard it, I said, the Black International Ambassador. And I tried to figure it out. And I said, we got something here.
Oh, yes.
How long we saying we don't have anything for us. We don't have everything, just like the BT, and we have all these stuff. But we have something here for us as Black women. We got to fight. Why do we have to fight so hard to maintain what's ours and what we start? And, we need to keep this going. This is supposed to blow up. We remember the days when the so-called president had his big, pageant shows. This is huge. This is we.
Oh,
this is us. This is we ting now. Yes, this is we ting.
But you're gonna have to say that we ting.
We ting.
Oh, Patrice, let me tell you something. Yeah.
Around enough island people, there's a slight accent that somehow develops, and my husband was like, "Who are you?
Who are you?" Come back speaking like an islander.
Yes.
Going off.
She will do amazing. Amelia, yes, tell her. Absolutely. She will do amazing for this. You have so many beautiful girls around, but where is the pageant shows? They're not there anymore like before. And this is something that is coming back, bringing back the culture, the flame, exposing us more. Could you imagine me at my age walking on stage? But I don't know, can I wear my flat shoes? Maybe you need to get me in the swimwear section. Don't worry about the pageant. I'll just do the swimwear because I'm not wearing those heels. I can't do it.
So we actually don't have swimwear. We have athletic wear. And the reason why is because I can't find a swimwear piece that's going to fit everybody's body and shape. Like, it would be unfair. It really would be. And so I want to make sure that our women feel comfortable on stage. So we have athletic wear. They could wear a 2-piece athletic wear if they want. But we do athletic wear for the reason of because I want our women to feel comfortable on that stage and feel confident in the beautiful body that they have, whether God gave it to them, they purchased it, or it grew on them over the years. So with that being said, I would not want to get on stage with anything. I wouldn't want them on stage with something I wouldn't wear myself. So, but no, yes, you can wear some, I wouldn't say flats, but we do have a great heel sponsor that has a chunky platform heel that's, for people like me and you that may not want to wear like a 7.5-inch heel. Like, we just have life no more.
Patrice, we're going to talk after the show. You just gave my hope back.
No, but for real, like that, our sponsor, literally that shoe is so comfortable. I mean, we all gonna wear it for our opening number, but I made sure I even bought an extra pair because I just love the shoe. It's not like any particular heel I've ever worn. So Patrice, what's the name of our sponsor?
Sydney Dion is the owner, but it's Diverse Styles by Sydney Dion. It's a Black young lady. She was a former Miss Teen Illinois USA, and her mother could not find shoes that fit her beautiful dark chocolate skin. And so she decided to develop her own shoe line, and she has shoes not only for women, but she has now little girl shoes. Yeah. And so, like, my daughter's 10, and she's like, "Ooh, mom, shoes that are my color. I want some." And so it's a exciting piece to have something that looks like you that you have on your feet.
Right.
And comfortable.
You should get you some, Avril.
Yes. Listen, Tameesha. The main thing is what I see lately is a lot of women that go out. They walk in with one pair of shoes on their feet, a bag in their hand, and that's the extra shoe in that bag. I want to wear my shoe. I want to dance in my shoe. I want to enjoy my shoe.
You can in this one, I promise you.
Yeah, this is the reason for us to buy our shoe. Buying black. That's right, Melvin Jones.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, look, the girl dad on here. My husband is a straight girl dad. She just bought her some Nikes. I was like, she don't wear those. Wear, but they're pink and they're green and some other color. And I was like, okay, great. She's doing good with them. But then when she saw that one shoe, she's like, "Oh, Dad, look, a heel." So go ahead and buy your daughter some heels after a certain age.
We have to support each other, and we have to keep what we have going. I'm tired of seeing the rise and fall, I call it, of Black people coming out with something, and then later we have to try to figure out where did it go, what happened. But culture is doing. And when we take a look around, even during the pandemic, Patrice, we spoke about the leggings, they are so comfortable. You don't have anywhere to go. What's better than a pair of leggings? And we got to support our own. And here on this show, we'll be coming back, and we're going to be talking not just tonight, but we're coming back with Patrice to show the shoes and some of the sponsors coming on board. And we're going to tell you how you can get involved in this and make it something big and spectacular. And even though this year we have a little trials and going through a pandemic and setback, we know if God said we are here for 2022, things going to be better, get bigger and wider. So we can spread, and it doesn't matter. I mean, people are going out now, and do you know how long that we haven't gone out that I look at my heels and I just put them in a bag, a shoe bag. Like, I don't know when last I wear these things, but I want to get back up in a pair of comfortable shoe that I can just step out and feel the comfort.
Yeah, we'll definitely share the information with you.
That's what I'm talking about. So, Tameesha, let me ask you about representing the Virgin Islands. Are you representing both all the islands or just St. Croix?
Oh, no. I'm representing the entire territory, the U.S. Virgin Islands. St.
Okay.
Croix, St. Thomas, St. John, and Water Island.
Okay. All right. When you hear about Water Island, you know how you feel right now. It's just hear Water Island. And a lot of people don't hear about Water Island.
No.
We know that. Most people talk about welcome to the Virgin Islands, St. Thomas, St. Croix, and St. John's.
Yes.
How many
I've
people?
heard Water Island before. Sorry.
Yeah. So the U.S. Virgin Islands, we have four islands, and Water Island is the last one to make up the U.S. Virgin Islands. So it's more we call it the Serene Island. You just take a little mini boat over to Water Island for just a little peace and tranquility, if you want to call it. You have some individuals that live there, or even if you have a sailboat or even a speedboat, you just go over there on a Sunday afternoon or even a Saturday to just relax and chill, mellow out. So that's what Water Island is about. Pristine.
I know my last time being home to St. Thomas, I heard about it, but when I heard about the boat, I said, can we go next time?
You're afraid of boats?
Just hate the boats. I went over to St. John's and I thought, when is it going to end? And it wasn't such a long ride. But it's just so nice to go from one island to the next on the boat. And, we used to have the seaplane that goes over to Tortola and stuff like that. So, Patrice, there is so much to do. Imagine taking this. Imagine you have people from St. Kitts and Antigua and these places who want to come on board. Now, this is like Miss USA on a different level.
Well, to be honest with you, when we talk about the Caribbean, I have actually had the opportunity to tap into those different pageant systems, so that way they can come on board the following year after this year's competition. Patrice and I have actually touched briefly on it, but we're going to make sure that this year's pageant goes off to a T, and then next year's pageant moving forward, it's going to be like the pageant of the century.
Absolutely.
Patrice, you wasn't dreaming. You wasn't dreaming, Patrice, when you came up with this idea. It wasn't a dream.
It's so funny because I look back and I'm just like, sometimes I think I'm crazy. But the other times I'm just like, this is amazing. Like, to be able to walk in this space, to be around so many amazing young women like Tameesha and her sister queens. Like, I'm so blessed to lead this charge of Black women.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, when I look at my daughter, she's so excited. Like, she is so excited about Pageant Week. She has been that way for the last 8 years. She was 1 when I started this. She is almost 10. So for her, it's like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. She can't wait to meet the girls. But there's another big piece that I hadn't mentioned is that during our pageant week, I know we do the standard. Yes, you have interview and all these great things. But during the week, we actually have an event that my 10-year-old is in charge of. It's our give back. And so we're giving back to 100 girls who were displaced from Hurricane Dorian, as well as children and girls who have been a victim of abuse. And so we have 100 girls. We partner with the Steve and Marjorie Harvey Foundation as one of our new partners. And we are working with them to make sure that we give the girls toiletry items and as well as book bags full of school supplies. Because when you think about it, the pandemic happened at the intel of Dorian hitting. Dorian hit in August. People were still, living in tent cities going in December. COVID hit. And so when you think about all the things that happen, it was like, oh my goodness, and people forgot. And so when you think about the islands and how susceptible due to, global warming, the islands are to hurricanes. And of course, if you both being from the islands, I'm sure you have either been a part of a hurricane or your family has been impacted by that. And so for people to forget because COVID hit, what happens to those little girls that were displaced, who lost their parents, who lost everything? And then you add to that, we already know the islands, the biggest piece of most islands is your tourism. So when you cut out tourism altogether, what happens to the people that lost their jobs and what happens to those young girls that they have? Unfortunately, a lot of girls have been abused, almost sold into human trafficking. And so we're going to have a great day to pour love and joy back into these girls. We're going to have a sit down conversation about human trafficking, making sure they understand what to look for, not to get caught up in that, because we want them to have healthy, safe lives. And to be honest, we want them to make sure they have toiletry items, like things like pads and tampons we take for granted here in the US.
Yes.
But when you think about something that has to be outsourced and brought in, and you add tax on tax on tax on top of that, girls in America can barely afford pads and tampons. But then if you live on an island, that's a whole nother different story because it's so expensive.
Very
but
much
when
so.
parents don't have a job and you're an orphan, then who's paying for that? So for us, I wanted them to see people that look like us giving back to them. I didn't want to see a missionary. No shade to any people that are Caucasian or whatever flavor you are.
But we just got to do our share.
Yes.
Right. It's important that these girls see somebody that looks like us. That
Doing
love.
that. Right. Because we had the wrong idea that is only certain people can give back.
Right.
And when we are doing our part for our very own people, it says something. We have to step up our game, and it's good to see this. I'm excited. I feel like I'm competing in this pageant. I'm ready to flick my hair and act like I'm all that, and I'm not going anywhere yet.
You see what you said yet? You're not going anywhere yet, but since you can do that, put your little invisible crown on and keep it rolling.
That's right. We're going to put on our crown and our pearls.
Right. Get your pearls on.
And when is this event, for those who are watching, when is the event taking place in the Bahamas?
So the event takes place, the girls event will be on June the 24th. It's a Thursday. Preliminary competitions for the pageant begin on the 25th, which is a Friday of June. And then the 26th is the final competition. So for those who want to join us in the Bahamas, I would say go to the www.thembiapageant.com, or you can go to our parent nonprofit, which is www.ambassadorsofchangeinc.org. And you can find all the information on our amazing hotel that we're staying at, and how you can get discounts and all that kind of stuff. But also, if you want to join us live, or I guess you say live, virtually live,
yes.
You can join us. And those tickets for virtual tickets will go on sale on June the 1st. So for the virtual packages, you can join for prelims and final night. But yes, there'll be tons of great events. We have an evening of Black Girl Joy that we're going to do, where we're going to be talking about invoking joy as Black women. We have been through a lot since 2019. And not even that, Black women in trauma has been an issue for a long time, hundreds of years. We have just held on to trauma. And so our goal is to be able to relax, relate, release. Miss, I know you about my age probably, so you already understand the whole Felicia Rashad relax, relate, release type of thing. So we're gonna relax, relate, and let it all go, and to be able to just really focus on joy, holding on to that joy, invoking that joy.
And it is so amazing that you have some place in June to go and celebrate a vacation and enjoy a pageant show at the same time. So Amelia, when you were seeking and trying to figure out the June, and it's June 26th. So imagine, my event, I have an event every year, but my event is the first week in June, but it's for cancer awareness and award ceremony. So could you imagine celebrating after that? Say, hey, we need to just relax after working so hard to put this event. Now, this is where a vacation in June starts. And it's at the end of June when most people are coming out of school. And this can be the June getaway, the vacation getaway.
But most importantly, you're supporting a sisterhood organization. Even though, yes, you're going to the tropical island of Bahamas, but you get to see sister queens come together to showcase their platform. Even though we're going to be competing against one another in numerous categories, we're there for one purpose. We're all change agents. So anybody that's watching, if you have the opportunity, make sure that you're able to get your tickets on June 1st, or even just take the initiative to make a donation towards the Ambassador of Change organization. Like Patrice mentioned, we're going to be doing that event in the Bahamas where we're able to give back to, abused young women. So just whatever you can do to support the organization, please do so.
And we're going to be posting all night, for the rest of the night, all the different websites and everything that folks can donate. Because sometimes people don't understand. They say, oh, I'm so sorry I can't make it. But I'm so sorry I can't make it. We understand.
Yes.
But if you really care, you would say, I'm so sorry I can't make it, but how can I donate?
Yes. Every penny counts.
Yeah, and that's what people don't understand. That's what helped people to grow is donation. And I've seen companies ask for donation in no time to get it. But it seems we, as our own people, we always think we're making each other richer. I don't know where they get that from.
Look, I have a full-time job. I do. I work in hospice. I have for the last 10 years. So I work in healthcare. I have a full-time job. And this is also a full-time job. And I'm a mom of life, which is also, I got 4 full-time jobs, people.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't profit. What I profit from this is be able to see these lives change.
The joy. 100%.
My husband has a job. The kid even has a job. So I'll have jobs in this house. So, but it's because I wholeheartedly, and I give, if not half of my salary goes to this organization. 100%. A lot of my time, my talents, my treasures go to this organization because I 100% believe in the young women that come through here, but I also believe in what we have to give to the world. And eventually, yes, God is going to bless us immensely. Like you said, we're going to blow up. I receive all of that. Yes, we are. It's coming, but I know that, like I said, it's been a labor of love. There's times where I'm like, I quit, but I can't because this is my calling.
It is.
So I'm very, very grateful for that. Yeah.
And a lot of time people don't understand.
Nobody wants my job. I tried to give it away. So you remember my job? Everybody's like, no.
Nope.
People don't understand sometimes when you do things, it seems like so much. And people say, how do you continue to do this? And why you never gave up? And even when you say the word, I'm tired, I'm giving up, it's like 2 minutes later, you start working all over again. Because when it's your calling, it's not even, it's just the thought, but the thought go right over your head. The thought just comes from you're tired, you had a rough day. But when it's your calling because you just can't give up on it. Yeah, no matter if you're just doing it by yourself, you're going to continue to do it.
Mm-hmm. Making a difference. That's the
Where was the event when you first started out? Where did you see yourself with this event?
So the first year we were in Atlanta. And we've been in Atlanta a few times. We went to Oklahoma one year because that's where my family's from. And I introduced the girls to Black Wall Street. I took them to Tulsa and gave them a history lesson. Because I think it's important. If you don't know where you've come from and don't know
where you're going,
you don't know. You're right. You don't know where you're going. And so for me, our history is a very big piece, a pivotal piece of who we are. And so we've been back and forth. And then one year we had the pageant at Disney World, and we were the first Black pageant at Disney World. And so I was very, happy and excited about that. And so we've made some amazing strides as an organization that I'm so proud of. And I'm so blessed that we've been in great places. I'm looking forward to what the future holds.
Absolutely. You can't give up. The song say you come too far to give up now.
Mm-hmm.
True.
You passed 7 years. Once you pass 7 years, you have reached.
Yeah, we're almost to 10. So,
and you get in there on the 10th year, huh?
Oh yeah,
I'm telling you. Listen, for the folks who just tune in, we are talking about the Miss Black International Ambassador Pageant that's going to be held in the Bahamas, and June 23rd, 24th, 26th, 24th, 26th. Those are the days you can just get down to the Bahamas. But the big night, you call it the 26th.
The 26th is the final competition
night.
Okay, that's when we know who's the winner, who's taking home the crown.
4 crowns. Yep, 4 winners.
Crowns. And
I'm not going to say winners because all, in my opinion, all these young women that are competing, they're all winners. They've all gone through a pandemic with us. They've all been to 55 million conference calls with me and my team. They're probably tired looking at us.
We got some more to go before June.
We got some more conference calls to go, but at the end of the day, they all have won. They are all victorious, in my opinion. Those who are able to get there, they're all victorious. And so at the end of the day, we're going to crown our next set of women that get to represent all of them. So I hate to say that we're going to crown 4 winners because to me, they all have won something in getting to the goal that they are right now.
Yes.
Everyone is a winner. And when you say that, it's a word of encouragement, because I hate to hear people say, oh, I'm the winner. It's like the winner. It's like one winner. We're all winners. When everyone can go through it and maintain their integrity and keep their poise and everything, it's just amazing. You come out. I watch, I think it was a Miss USA when the young lady won and the other one went over, and everybody thought that she thought she won. No, she was celebrating her victory.
Oh,
And
Miss World, Miss
Miss,
Nigeria was so excited. And that's
Mhm.
how it should be.
Yes,
That's
it
how
should.
it absolutely should be, is that when we support each other, when we are really genuinely excited for each other, that's where that growth comes from. I'm so tired of the crab in the bucket syndrome that we can't be excited when one sister does something amazing. Why can't we be excited? Why can't we just, people ask me all the time, how do you feel about other Black pageants and their directors? Kudos, keep doing what you're doing. Like, I mean,
You're not
I'm
knocking
not
it.
going to tear you down or make you seem like you're small or we're bigger and we're better than you. Like, at the end of the day, when you start acting like that, you're not humble. And so the humility is a big piece of growth, or humility is a big piece of blessings. And if you're not able to be humble, God can't bless you.
Yeah.
absolutely. And as I always say, even to some of the local politicians here, I say, there's no competition. You running your race, someone else running the race. If you focus on your race, you will know when you get there, because you won't stumble, because no one is in your way. You just got to continue moving in the pace that you're supposed to go. Like myself, I already told myself I won't be wearing the heels. I'll be wearing the other shoes,
Yeah,
So
we're gonna make sure you get a pair of those, Avril.
oh my goodness, Lord, you ain't gonna have nothing to do with me now. I think I have to get my shoes for my event June 3rd. So when I step in my shoes, yes, Amelia, you should get your shoes too. So we step out on June 3rd, wearing our shoes representing, and we have to support our sisters.
Yes.
I'm just excited because for so long we thought that we always have to follow someone else. Someone else have to, we walk behind someone else. It's time that we take our crown and our pearls and walk with our head up. Patrice, you're doing a great job. And I'm telling you, it wasn't, if you said you was dreaming, then dreams do come true.
They do. They absolutely do. But it doesn't come without work. Faith without works is dead. You have to put the work in, no matter how hard it is, how difficult it is, how disappointments come, devastation comes. It's so funny. I talked about this on my timeline today that, you have to be able to hold on to joy. That you cannot, you can't think that just because life has happened that you can't keep moving forward. Life happens and things happen because you have to be able to go through those things to make you stronger. And so it talks about you've got to count it all joy, and perseverance will have its perfect work. So you just got to keep moving.
Absolutely. Yes, Patrice, you say, I'm ready. I'm ready too, Patrice. We got shoes now, girl. I don't know about my big feet, but we got shoes. But yes, we're talking about the Black International Ambassador Pageant 2021. That is going to be happening. And this, I can see it growing bigger and bigger. And I can't wait to hear that it's in New York. I'm trying to figure out where. Could you imagine it's in New York and hear that it reached in the Big Apple?
Well, Patrice, you could do some more dreaming.
Yes.
I guess I can. I love New York. I do.
That's
I can't
right.
wait to come back and visit. So
Yes, we have
never
to
know.
start. We have to start working on New York. We can't leave New York out, but we will leave it out for right now. But we want New Yorkers to hear about this, and we want New Yorkers to get involved and to know that there is something out there for our little girls. And what age? You say you start from what age up? Because I want Amelia to know that she can be a part
14.
of this.
So
14 too.
14, all the way up to age 60.
Listen, girl, I don't know why I love you. Because I used to think it's over and you just bring it all back for us. The age is just a number. As long as you can walk it and you can do it, you can be a part of it.
And I mean, you can make change at any age. I think that women put themselves in a box that once they become a mother and a wife or a certain age that they can't be or grow or do anything, but that is such a lie. Like, you still have life in you. It's just that you have experiences now that back up the be able to talk to people, to be able to change the world. And so use those testimonies and experiences that you've been through. Your wisdom can change somebody's life. You're not too old. Not too old.
And you already have your platform, Avril, so you're good to go.
When you say my platform, what do you
Cancer
mean?
awareness.
Somebody said you're bringing sexy back. Yes, ma'am.
Listen, that's it. That's exactly what's going on here. I don't know if I'm going to sleep tonight. I might be up all night dreaming.
You know what? But the event, when you dream, make sure you write it down.
The Bahamas. If you're looking for a vacation getaway, and everybody, we are so caught up. I don't know why this pandemic hit, but they say every setback is for a comeback. Every setback has a comeback. And right now, I'm telling you, we're bringing sexy back. Yes, because now, as of tomorrow, I don't want to hear about the ice cream, the cake, none of that. To all my friends out there who didn't see it tonight, I may watch it tomorrow. I want you to hear this. I don't want to hear about no ice cream. Amelia, I don't want to hear about no cake. I just want to hear about eating right so that I can be all right for the next event. So if you're just tuning in, we thank you. And for those who probably missed it, they will get a chance to see it because this show is live and we will continue to share it after the program. And for those who are out there and wondering how they can get involved, we'll be putting the information on the screen. Patrice will be doing that. We'll have more of this follow-up show coming up. I can't wait to see the girls. It's just so amazing. I have been to Fashion Week and to different shows, but you just give me a reason now to just feel like I'm up here now. I'm up there. Tomorrow when I step out, I'm gonna step out with an attitude. I'm gonna step out with an attitude. I can't. That's right. I want to see the booklet, and you're going to see the booklet. Yeah, Problem Fit. Congratulations, ladies. Walk out with confidence and shine like the stars that you are. Once you sponsor Problem Fips, we're going to sponsor someone. Yeah, we're going to sponsor. We're not saying we're sponsoring a winner. We're sponsoring the pageant. So
yes, the pageant.
Contribute. If you can't be there, contribute until you get there next year. And that's why we're here today.
I saw that you posted the website. Put the word
wrong way.
And
I realized you noticed it didn't even blink because something missing, but we'll correct it as we go along.
Yeah, so it's the MBIApageant.com.
Yes. So Problem Fips, definitely. You said, okay, I'll hold you to your word. We'll show you how you can contribute later. And we're going to do our part because we have to fight everything in. The fact that you are supporting young girls.
Women of color.
This is what I'm talking about. There is so much to do with our youths today. And when a 10-year-old is working so hard, we got to let her know that we support her. So if they can't support the old ladies like me, support the 10-year-old and the little girls that are making a difference. And that's what we have to look at. So Amelia, you're ready? I'm ready. That's right. So tonight, no matter where you are in this world, just remember, in the years to come, there's a change because we now have our Black International Ambassador pageant coming your way. And we got to talk it like we mean it. And we got to talk it into existence that it's going to blow up and it's going to get big.
It is. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, make sure on June 1st that you do get your tickets so that way you can watch it on a live Zoom if you're not able to join us in the Bahamas. We have so many wonderful sister queens that's going to be joining us in the Bahamas from the week of June 21st to the 27th. So if you're not able to make it to the Bahamas, please do, give shout outs, do give donations, just support any way that you can, whether you can be there or not. And of course, if you can be there, that's even better. But support the organization, the MBIApageant.com.
That's right. And I'm going to be making sure I'm going to be blasting it. And you can sit down with your porridge, your soup, your grits.
Oh my gosh.
Anything that you eat.
Porridge of all things, porridge.
Listen, Tameesha, stop it, because you know it doesn't matter what time of night it is. I will have me
I
some.
love me some porridge, but I didn't
That's right.
expect that one.
Yes, anything they want to eat, their grits, their porridge, their soup, anything, but just put your feet up.
What's the difference between grits and porridge? Isn't it the same thing?
No.
Patrice, let me tell you something. One day someone tell me about they giving me grits. I say, I don't see why you're saying grits, because I'm going to add a little more milk in there, and I enjoy it as if some farina. It was no different to me from the farina. So I'm trying to figure out why they have to talk about grits, because when I see the grits, I eat it just like I'm eating my porridge.
I've never had grits actually, but
but they make it as
it looks like
You live in Georgia now. Okay.
yeah, because I'm gonna come by you, Patrice, to make me some grits.
Everybody's always trying to get me to cook for them.
Listen to me.
I do make an amazing shrimp and grits. Better ask somebody. I never had savory grits. I moved to Georgia, and now I'm a pro at making them.
Mm-hmm.
And listen, they make it a stick to eat it with a fork, with a spoon. I water it down to eat it like my porridge.
So it's like a watery grits.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I can't do that. I need mine. I eat my grits differently though. So I'm a Midwest girl at heart. So I grew up with sugar and butter. And so salt and pepper. Sugar, butter, salt, and pepper. And then I married a Georgia man. He banned me from putting sugar in grits. He would throw the whole bowl away. He wouldn't let me eat them. So I fell in love. I learned how to make shrimp and grits. So I make it with like 4 cheeses with Gouda, smoked Gouda, and some shrimp that melt in your mouth with a great, this amazing gravy sauce.
Did you say this weekend I can come over, Patrice?
No, she didn't say that. She said, keep your size. This is for us who's sitting back and watching you walk on the runway.
Oh, Lord.
But for those who just tune in, we're going to have some follow-up with this so that you can get involved. You can be a part of this. And we know as you talk, June is right there. And we know there's so many people who's going to learn about this tonight. And we want to make sure we know how Facebook operates. And I said it over and over, cutting back on our views and all that. But it doesn't matter. We keep sharing, and they will watch it, and they will see. So we will continue to spread the word, and we're going to highlight this, and we're going to pin this, and we're going to make sure that people see this. Yes. And understand. We are not going to get rid of this too easy, not on the Avril show, because we're going to be sitting back with our grits, our porridge, whatever you have, and you can contribute to this, because I could see my girls. I could see Vinette saying, yes, I want those shoes. And I want to go to the Bahamas. Oh, my God. Bring my women group down there. It will be crazy. But we need to get crazy up in there, because it's enough to get crazy about.
So that's why they got to make sure they hit up the website, so that way they can get all the information necessary if they want to be able to make it to the pageant in June.
Mm-hmm. We have an amazing group, right? So Baha Mar is our hotel that we're staying at by Hyatt. It's a beautiful resort in Cable Beach. The rate is crazy low compared to what it normally is in June. It's probably half of that. And then, of course, you add taxes onto it. It's a whole other story. But the rate is really good. We have discount codes with American and Delta Airlines. And so if you people want to travel, but like, can I get a discount? Delta has a higher discount than American. But yes, you absolutely can. And then, it's a way to give back. We actually have a lot of women's groups that are saying, hey, I want to bring my women's group. I want to volunteer at the girls event. I just want to be there and to be a part of this amazing historical event. And we're also filming a documentary at the same time. And so sharing the lives and the stories of these amazing Black women. I mean, it's time our stories have been told, and not stories, we have tons of stories right now about slavery to, issues that have happened in civil rights era. But how about the stories that are going to empower the next generation of women? And those are the stories that we're looking forward of capturing and telling, so Black women their stories can be told. Stories of triumph. That's what matters. So we're excited about that. And so I say, come on, bring those women groups with you. know, we have people that just from all over, like, we just want to be there. Well, we'd love to have you there. There's so many great things that you can do. And to add to the point, people are like, well, it's a pandemic. Is it safe? And so from a healthcare standpoint, let me quickly talk about that. The Bahamas has an amazing protocol. You have to have a negative PCR test before even entering the Bahamas. And then once you get to the Bahama resort, they test you again. And so we'll have multiple testing opportunities throughout the week to make sure that everyone stays safe. Social distancing will be put into practice, as well as making sure that everyone has a mask on. You are required to wear a mask unless you were in the water or on the beach. But walking around the resort, you have to have a mask on. Even at the pageant itself, you will be required to keep your mask on during the entire competition. Why? Because we want everyone to stay safe. Yes. You're not allowed on property at Baha Mar unless you have a negative COVID test. And so those are things that I'm excited about. And then with even that, you know, the islands of the Bahamas, they're just now getting into their second phasing of getting the AstraZeneca vaccine. And so we're excited that, you know, again, healthcare workers, casino workers, people at the hotel, most of them will all be vaccinated. And so that just gives us another level of protection. And I'm sure Tameesha can speak to that because she is an amazing nurse and a frontline worker as well. But we want to make sure that everyone stays safe.
Indeed.
That's right. And that's what counts is safety, and everything we do today, no matter how small, with a smaller scale, we do it on. Safety is what we have to push out there, and you're doing that. And we're going to get back. We're going to get back to some sort of normalcy. It may not be, we're not going back. So we're not talking about we're going back to our normal life. There is no going back.
Right.
So whatever the norm going to be, yes, we're moving forward. So folks, to everyone who tune in here, tonight, we're talking to Patrice Harrison, who is the founder, CEO, the woman behind the dream, the vision, and, you know, you're in front of it. We're behind you.
Oh, thank you.
You have the dream. You had the vision. You got this going. Now it's for us to stand in and hold your crown on and make sure it don't fall. And we stand behind you with this, and we're going to give. Yes, that's right. We got to keep that crown on. When we see tilt, we just straighten it up, and you keep moving. That's how we got to do it. And we as women, we have to work together. And if you don't know how to get your grits on, we're going to tell you more about that too. But for right now, it's all about the pageant show in the Bahamas. I mean, you know how long I wanted to go to the Bahamas. And when I heard you're going to be in the Bahamas, and I'm like, why a pandemic have to come? Why things has to be the way it is now? But no matter what's going on, we're going to do our best to support this event and make sure that it's a success. So people get involved and stop talking about we need to have our own and support our own. And then when our own is doing it, then we just want to step back and watch. The test is when it's time to go online and pay to watch the event, you don't have to be there, but just go online and just show your support by saying, I may not be there in person, but I'm here for you. That's the way we got to do it. As sisters, we got to snap back into supporting one another. Patrice, is there any word you have to say before you leave? And I know at the end of the show, we'll correct and put any link that you may need to support.
No, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for the opportunity for us to be able to share this vision. Thank you, Tameesha, for inviting me as well to be here as a guest. I'm just grateful. I really wholeheartedly believe in that when we all come together as a people and support each other, we all grow together. And so I'm very, very happy that I'm a part of this show with you today, as well as I ask that people continue to see the work that we're doing, share it, follow us on Instagram. You know, we should be at millions of followers by now, based off of the work that we've been doing. You know, these young women aren't out here, you know, acting a fool. I should say. They're out here creating change and being advocates for their communities. So support them, you know, love on them, uplift them, because, you know, it can be weary. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. And so continue to uplift and build them and watch our communities grow, watch things change, and watch us finally take the place that we've been destined to take.
Exactly.
Tameesha?
Well, yes, my name is Tameesha Leipert. If you're just tuning in or if you've been on for a minute, Tameesha Leipert, Miss Black Virgin Islands International Ambassador 2021. You're able to find me on Facebook at Tameesha Leipert, or you can hit me up on Instagram at Misha_VI Queen, where you'll be able to see me promoting more and more about my platform, which is well preserved, upholding culture and traditions in our generation. And I'm so intrigued and excited to be a part of an organization that empowers, enlightens, and encourages women of color to be change agents. I'm an ambassador to the U.S. Virgin Islands, but so excited to be an ambassador for this particular pageant. Support MBIA. I support it 110%, and you should too. So June 21st to the 27th, look out for us. Make sure you get your tickets on June 1st if you're not going to be able to join us in the Bahamas, but you'll get all the information that you need at thembiapageant.com. And you can even check us out on Instagram to tune in and see exactly what all our sister queens are able to do and what they are currently doing in their regions, in their state, in their countries. MBIA on Instagram.
Wow. That's right. We're going to be following. And for those who are watching and have to save some of their stimulus money, how much is the tickets?
So the digital tickets will be no more than, and no, if I'm not mistaken, the digital tickets will be $25. And let me be clear, because I know how my people can be. Can I share your link? No, the IP addresses, it'll be one per IP address. So we have a really great system.
You know, we all trying to find a shortcut.
Right. Like, yeah, can I log in? Can we both log in at the same time? Because, don't get me wrong, I share my passwords with my family so they can use my stuff all the time. But not in this case, because every dollar that goes into our system, every ticket that's bought, even the girls, even their own entry fees, everything that they spend or people spend, it goes back into our system. Our entire staff is a volunteer staff only. It's a staff of 15 women. We all volunteer our time day in and day out. So with that being stated, yes, we want to make sure that, everyone knows it's about $25. And then there'll be preliminary competition tickets as well. And I think those are about $10 for the digital pass. And so you'll be able to get your digital pass and be a part of those events.
Got gold tea. That's right. So listen, folks, it's at $25. And problem, I'm not knocking on you. Thank you for tuning in. But you got your stimulus check. They said the $1,400 is deposited directly in your account. Put $25 aside and you'll be ready because, I just thank God for the pandemic to some degree. Because now I'm not going to hear nobody saying, maybe I'll come over by you and watch it. Everybody in their house.
We just want to make sure that not only do you support the organization, but that you share it amongst every and anybody. We want people to know about our drive, our passion, which is MBIA. So whether you still got to go over at Avril's house or not, we want everybody to know about it and share it. Okay.
You can have a watch party. It's okay.
Yeah, exactly. You got a watch party with your porridge.
No, your link will be disabled if you try to share it. So
tell them walk with their laptop when they come in.
Right. But see, Avril, you just need to come. You could be one of our media sponsors. We can have you in the media area. You can be reporting live. Come on now, get on the red carpet and get your heels and look at
not my heels, my special shoes.
Yes. Shoes.
Yes, most definitely. So we're definitely going to be talking more about we got to put the right thing down because I wrote it wrong. So again, we'll be doing some correction lately, how you can donate, how you can get involved and be a part of this event. I want to thank you so much, Patrice Harrison. Tameesha, I don't know if I'm going to have you back to perform in New York because after this, it seems like you're going to be taking off. It's all about the heels now.
Even if I'm not able to make it back to New York, you can be able to catch me on a bunch of lives with the 10 Sleepless Nights in the Virgin Islands. We're doing so much great activities promoting our culture and our traditions there in the Virgin Islands. And we're doing a whole bunch of live streams. Matter of fact, our next one is May 1st for Cinco de Mayo or Mayo, how you want to say it.
Cinco de Mayo, yeah.
Yeah, so you have to definitely tune in. That's going to be May 1st. So we're promoting culture. We're promoting traditions.
I will. I definitely will. Patrice, thank you for getting me wild up again about eating right and doing the right thing, because I think I have to tell the people I'm competing in 2022. Keep their hopes up, keep their blood flowing right now, keep them excited. Like Avril competing, well, they're going to make them stay excited. So if that's what I have to do from tonight, yes, I'm working for 2022.
And if you're not able to compete, Avril, you could just be a part of the team.
I don't listen, girl. I'm competing. I'm going to be part of the team. I'm coming out first. Patrice, I thank you so much. We're going to be talking more about this event, and we'll continue to push it here on the Avril Show. Continue to do what you're doing. Keep the dream alive and never fall asleep on your vision.
Thank you so much for having me, Avril.
Thank you so much. Patrice. Thank you, everyone, for watching, and we'll be talking more after the show. Good night.